Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Amira binti Muhammad Jaafar. Today I want to talk about economic inequality for assignment 3. Okay, from my opinion, economic inequality refers to difference in the distribution of wealth and economic opportunities in certain group. Among its features, first, income difference, which is the rich are getting richer and the poor are marginalized. Second, dominance of certain sector. For example, the sector of technology or industry that can bring high profit compared to the agriculture sector. For example, sektor padi. The lack of attention menyebabkan negara kita still mengimport hasil luar kerana hasil negara terutamanya sektor pertanian tidak menjadi sumber pendapatan utama. Malaysia today has a wide income gap that threatens the well-being of the people. The proof, according to Delhi Sinar sources, on average the income of the Chinese is higher than other races in Malaysia with a value of ringgit Malaysia RM9,895 per month. Indian ranked second with an income of RM8,216. The third Bumi Putra, which is RM7,093. Therefore, this wide gap cannot be allowed because it can have a bad effect, especially on the community. So the government should aware about this issue. Inequality economy. In Islam perspective on economy disparity among people and how the Islamic system offer a balance that aligns with human nature. For example, in Islam, we have critique of the capitalist system. Why? It is because the capitalist economic system, which relies heavily on usury and monopolies, has widened the gap between the rich and poor. Islam, is just economic framework, offers solution to address this issue in a more harmonious and human way. In conclusion, Islam emphasizes principle of justice and balance in managing the economy. The system does not tolerate injustice or exploitation, but instead promotes social justice and welfare for all segments of society. Okay, I will pass to the next issue to my friends.
Hi, my name is Aini. So, what is the next issue for the economic imbalance? It is about income inequality, which is referred to the uneven distribution of income among a population. In Malaysia, the household income divided by 3. First, B40, that is the bottom 40% of earner. Second, M40, which is the middle 40% earner. And the third one is T20, which is the top 20% of income earner in Malaysia. However, this qualification is applied to household as whole and not focus of the number of household dependents. The Islamic system recognizes the existence of economic difference between the rich and the poor. In Surah An-Nahl, Allah said that He favors some of you over others in terms of sustenance. The existence of difference in the level of sustenance and economic status enjoyed by various layers of society must have its own wisdom. This is because Allah does not create things in vain, but He even has certain goals to require humans to think and to take guidance.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Amira Azira binti Muhammad, metric number 308220. So I am going to presenting about the effects of the country's imbalance. Okay, the first point is social instability. So social instability is the large economic disparity between rich and poor can create social tension. When the less fortunate feel marginalized or treated unfairly. This feeling of dissatisfaction can cause protests, riots, and damage the harmony of the community, further threatening the peace of the country. To overcome this issue, measures such as redistribution of wealth, employment opportunities, as well as fair access to education and health need to be implemented to reduce economic disparities and strengthen social stability.
My name is Marhaini binti Muhammad Asri. Economic imbalance can make lower income people often trapped in a cycle of poverty, as they may not have access to education, good job opportunities, or the resources needed to improve their standard of living. The situation can make people into a crime because they want life in a luxurious life. In Bernama Act May 2034, poverty remains high at 41% in October 2023, although it recorded a decrease compared to yearly 2021. According to the chief researcher of UNICEF, Dr. Muhammad Abdul Khalid, when he asked the household how they manage their life when the cost of living is increased, they say, I work harder, I work longer, I do double work, I reduce my spending either on non-essential items or food consumption. This will translate to children. 1 out of 2 children eat less than 3 times a day. This will impacting their well-being of children in the future. This shows that poverty will not only affect the national economy but also the future of generation. In Islam, poverty is the problem that can be solved with zakat and also social help, because Islam never ignores their brotherhood.
So, how to overcome this problem? So, our Malaysian government provides several assistance to help them alleviate their financial burden and quality of life, such as Sumbangan Tunai Rahmah (STR). This program was aimed for the low and middle household income as well as for the senior citizen and individual in needs. So in 2024, our government increased the STR allocation from 1.26 billion ringgit to 1.5 billion ringgit. That already benefit 8.4 million person in Malaysia. But for the wealthy groups, in 2025, Malaysia aimed to increase their tax revenue by implementing subsidy cut for T15 and involved to remove subsidy for the education, petrol and healthcare, and remove the subsidy from the wealthiest household income while retaining this benefit for the B40 and M40 groups in Malaysia. So she will explain in Islamic perspective.
For the Islamic perspective, way to overcome this problem is to give a zakat. Zakat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. As we know, every Muslim responsibility to pay a zakat. Also, Allah has said through Surah At-Tawbah verse 71 that paying a zakat is a part of characteristic of believer, which means, and the believer, man and woman, have become helper for some other. They enjoy what is right and forbid what is wrong, and they establish prayer and give zakat and obey Allah and His Messenger. They will be blessed by Allah. Indeed, Allah is exalted in might and wise. In short, zakat has been established by Allah with the main goal as a form of social security guarantee for the poor and needy, and developing balances economic growth. Furthermore, zakat is considered a natural physical tool provided by Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala and function as a tool for fair income distribution. Hence, there are 2 effects of zakat. First, zakat can increase aggregate demand in the country, and the second is zakat can prevent the freezing of asset in the economy. That's all for us. Thank you.